Window is a computer screen. No. It's not anybody else? So I will tell one basic definition. Windows is an operating system. Okay. Okay. So in this chapter, we are going to discuss about various operation management of Windows. So do you like Microsoft Office? No. Ma'am, please give us example. Okay. So I'm going to tell you about the window placement and separation. So window placement, I will give the real life example. So we have houses. When we build the house, we'll take care about the window. At what place we have to place the window, what size. If you see here, first example of a house, there is not a proper placement of window. You can see this one is like large in size, then this one, this one. So it's not looking so nice if we see this house. And we don't want in our houses the window should be like that. Now in the second example, we see this house. Proper placement of window, proper size of every window, and they are properly placed. And if you look, it is very nice. In the same way, when we have a computer, the window should be like that. Everything should be placed properly. So I will give the example of computer window. If you see here, this is a simple example of computer window. The status bar, toolbar, menu bar, everything is placed properly. And you need not to be search here and there where the things are. You can just open it and you can find everything on the display. And it will be easy for you to work for it and recognize the thing rather than learning the things. So this is all about the window placement. And you guys understand what I explained? Yes. Okay. Now you guys have to do the assignment and come tomorrow prepare with the models. I don't want simple PPT. I want assignment with the models. You have to prepare charts, chart paper, showing the window. Something should be created. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you all ready with the assignment?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, Anas is also ready. Anas, you come first and explain about the assignment.
Good morning, everyone. So today my topic is window organization. Window organization, they support user tasks and they help in user tasks in the most efficient of ways. So we have three windows. The first window is primary windows. These windows, they begin an interaction and provide top level context for dependent windows, and they perform major interaction. The second one which we have is secondary windows. Secondary windows are having objects which are related to the primary windows. So what they do is they extend the interaction and they display supplemental information related to the primary window. Then the last one which I have for today is the dialog box, which is infrequently used or is much needed information. It's just nice to know information for the people to read. Thank you.
So good morning everyone. My topic is number of windows. In that there are three general rules are there. First one is minimize the number of windows to accomplish an object. And the second rule is use a single window whenever possible. And the third rule is don't clutter a single window with rarely used information when it can be placed on a secondary window. That's it. Thank you.
So my topic is moving and resizing a window. So moving a window, we'll see a live example. So this is a screen boundary. Anugya can now move to the left and move to the right, but she should be within the boundary. That is same thing for the window also. We can move our windows, but the window should be within the boundary. And if the window is not movable, we can size the window using the corners. Now moving on for resizing, we will be seeing one more example. Now consider this rubber band. It is in the shape of a square. You can resize it using one of the corners and it can be taken back to its original shape. This is same with windows also. We can resize our windows using any corners. We usually use the upper left corner or the bottom most corner to resize the windows. While resizing the windows, the content of the windows must not change. Thank you.
Window management. There are two types of window management schemes. One is single design interface and another one is multiple design interface. What exactly is single design interface? Single design interface is one primary window with a set of secondary windows, where the primary window and the secondary window have one-to-one relationships. For example, we can use Microsoft Word Office, where when we save a file, we get another window to save with the file name as well as the format of the file. The advantages of single design interface is it is very visible and it is very easy to use. What is the disadvantage is, since it is in a different window, the saving option doesn't come in the primary window itself.
So I'll be talking about Windows operation. So we have an active window. So we have to use as few steps as possible to create an active window. Also, we have some guidelines in it. So first among them is we have to use few steps as possible to create a window operation. And also, direct manipulation is faster than indirect manipulation. And we also have navigation among other windows, so it should be done conveniently and easily. Also, we have to make a setting up of windows which is easy and convenient.
Projects are the techniques that consist of a container and the project window holding a set of objects that are present within the project window. So when the project window is closed, all the peer windows of the objects also close, and when the project window is open, the peer windows of the content objects are restored to their formal positions, and the peer windows of a projects may be restored within the project window itself. It's being restored.
Workbooks, a window or task management technique that consists of a set of views organized like a tab notebook. It is based upon a metaphor of a book or notebook. Views of objects are presented as sections within the workbook's primary windows. Child windows do not exist. Each section represents a view of data. Tabs can be included and used to navigate between sections. Otherwise, its characteristics and behavior are similar to those of the multiple document interface, with old child windows maximized. Google Worksheet and Microsoft Excel are some of the examples of Windows workbooks.
Now you guys have understood about the models for Windows? Yes, you guys have presented so nicely with the models and all. Okay, now you will score 30 marks in internal, right? Yes.
So I'm going to be giving you a few case studies on user interface design. The first case study here is the Windows calculator. The Windows calculator is a simple design. It has the numbers 0 to 9. It has a few operations which anybody knows. So when a user opens the calculator for the first time, there is no learning curve. So the moment he looks at it, he knows how to use it. So this is simplistic user design. The second case study is Visual Studio Code. Visual Studio Code is a specific sophisticated tool used by developers. So this is it's a code editor which has a multi-document format. Right. So developers, whatever features they need, like version control, multi-document, parenting, all those features, everything is available in a comfortable package. And the developer, when he looks at it the first time, he knows exactly what he needs to do. And configuring it is very easy, and it's very easy to use from a developer's point of view. So this is from a developer's perspective. And the third case study is about Blender. So Blender is a 3D design software which can be used to make anything 3D, essentially models, animations, etc. But then, since it has too many features, everything cannot be crammed into one frame like Visual Studio. Visual Studio has a very set number of tools, which is always visible on one frame. But the same can't be said for Blender, because it is designed for a sophisticated use case. So in case of Blender, what is done is the features based on the pipeline is compartmentalized. So if the user is a 3D model, the feature set is different on the screen. So if he is an animator, the feature set is different on the screen. So what this defines is user-centric design. So the user interface is designed, the user interface and the user experience is designed with the perspective of the end user. So if whatever the end user needs will be available in the software.